like my youngest is, again, he's still in high school, and he's kind of going down the trade route. He wants to do like supply chain logistics.
Oh, okay.
Right. And I'm
Yeah.
like, that's awesome. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Learn how to drive that forklift,
Yeah.
but don't settle at that. I want you to own the company that operates the forklift.
Right.
Like have those goals set up.
Yeah.
And then strive for that. Like, don't just settle for,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying there's anything wrong, but never settle.
Right.
I've never settled, and I don't want my kids to ever settle for keep pushing yourself, because I think that stagnation leads to, that's whenever you start going down thinking traps and you start catastrophizing and you start like worrying about things that haven't even happened, but in your mind that they did.
Yeah. Yeah.
So now you're stuck in this. It's like the U2 song, "Stuck in a Moment You Can't Get Out of."
Yeah.
Right? Like that's what happens.
That's true. That's so funny. I was just thinking about a song. I was thinking about Rage Against the Machine, where it's just like, I don't want the cars, I want the machines that are making them.
Yeah.
And that's so true. You know, like, you don't have to settle for what the assumption is. Like, when I was growing up, you know, my expectations of growth was work at a warehouse somewhere, you know, get a 401k, retire with a minimum amount of money.
Yep.
And that's a good life.
Yeah.
You know, and it's fine, but, you know, there's no strive there. You know, a lot of my family and people, they just didn't have that same strive to go that extra mile. And so my dad always told me, you know, you can do anything you put your mind to, you know, and I tricked myself into thinking, no, I'm not that good. You know, there's a lot of systematic barriers in the way, you know? So I was like, that's not for me. That's those guys doing that stuff. You know, like, I always wanted to be a filmmaker. You know, I was always watching movies. I always like got into that stuff, and like I would look at them like, you know, like I don't have the legacy money. You know, I don't have the backing. I don't have the rich dad. You know, who can give me $1 million to start my business. You know, I don't have that. I have nothing. I have to start from scratch. Mm-hmm. That's why I joined the military, so I can get the GI Bill. So then I can go to school and do what I do. But, you know, I had to convince myself that I could do it before that. Yeah. You know, and I think a lot of people, if they don't have that tenacity to like move forward, or that life-changing event that makes them say, you know what, F this, I can do whatever I want.
Absolutely.
You know, then you don't find that value for yourself. And I'm very thankful that I was able to break that cycle. Yep. Because I know I'm one of the first people in my family to, you know, excel from that. Get a decent job doing what I do. You know, I worked my business as a video producer for over 20 years, you know, and still working it, you know? So like, I feel good that I broke that cycle. Yeah. But it's not easy. It's not easy to. You have to recognize that it is a cycle first before you can even break it.